Well, that's some timing. What did I miss? Why is it going ballistic? One sec. Why is it doing this? Stop, 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 stop. There we go. Cool. Okay. I don't know why it started doing that religiously. Hi, everyone. Not to my knowledge, but Lord, with the amount of replacements I've had in my body throughout the years, who can tell anymore? But hi, how do you do? I hope you're well. I hope you're well rested. I hope you're well caffeinated. I hope you're having a good day / night. What it is, what it be, what it do. It may be residual from it being triggered last night because it only goes on looping repeat whenever somebody hits somebody on YouTube. I remember we had to ping somebody from YouTube last night. Also, 130 streams from Kyle. Jesus Christ. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you are well. See what we have here with us today. We have Dude, we have Nettie, we have Kami, we have Shaman, we have Kyle, we have Soul Reaper, we have Pixel Man. How do you do, peeps? I hope you all are well. It's like, people, I don't have to sit as a juror for a murder trial. Well, that's a plus. Lord, that seems intense. How's it going, Hawkeye? Okay, so today's gonna be kind of a chill day, because I kind of need a chill day after the last 2 days with the evil route of deltarune. Jesus Christ. 85 stream. Jesus Christ. The fact you guys have stream streaks that are so freaking high trips me out. Also, happy birthday again, Nettie! Peeps, we need cake in the chat for Nettie! Get the cake in the chat. Get the cake in the chat. We'll find some cake. Cake. Gotta find the cake. Cake. Why is there evil laughter? Eat. How's it going, Hoenn? Hope you are well. Eat. Cake. And let's get some more cake, because I can get more cake. But yeah, so we're going to talk, before we're going to talk some things about what's happening in the deltarune route. We're going to talk about random updates that are coming to the channel. We're going to talk about just random stuff today. I had a moment of nostalgia today thinking about anime conventions, and like it's been an interesting day. I've had some interesting thoughts about today, so we're going to talk about some shit today. It took them over 12 hours today to tell a dude they didn't need him for the jury. That's ridiculous. I would have been so pissed. But I hope you had a good birthday today, Nettie. Hope things are going well for you. And Kyle, how are you doing? I hope you're well. And hello, Melissa. How have you been? And Hoenn, how are things for you? Peeps, tell me of your days before I go on a ranting tirade. Because I'm going to rant about a few things today. Just, this is going to be a nonsensical kind of ranty kind of day. It's not going to be a super long thing. Because I have some stuff I want to work on for next week. I am still going to be streaming tomorrow. We're going to be doing multiplayer tomorrow. I'm debating on what I'm going to play. I'm kind of leaning towards Splatoon because I've had a lot of fun with Splatoon lately. It was only 72.25 hour week because today was short, only 8 hour including dry time. Lord. it's still a long time. I mean, 8-hour shifts, that's about what I was used to. That's what I always had, was usually 8-hour shifts. Yeah, random Pat showed up, took a box from me and left. I got something cool from Shaman today. I got my birthday present from Shaman today. And I am in love with this thing. I posted a picture of it to Discord, but I'll pull it in for everybody to see. I am absolutely enamored with this. Boop. Y'all don't understand. Let's see. I put it in the Pokemon Center section of things. I got a new deck box today, which just makes me happy. I got a ghost type deck box. It's technically not a ghost type. Last week was 7 days, 98 hours. Jesus Christ, man, I couldn't. I know me. I couldn't. I would die, especially with that heat and the amount of time spent in the car. Man, no, I would die. Like, I'm just going to be real as shit about it. I would die. I have accomplished almost nothing today. Honestly, I feel that on a molecular level, that's kind of me today. I've had a lot of stuff I need to get accomplished today and have not. Which frustrates me to no end. So, like, boy, do I understand that. Let's see. Enjoyed today. However, my husband had to work sad. I take the heat easy as long as I keep water in me. See, I do not. Hatchesper's Evil Incorporated. The toothbrushes. No! 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 Put it away. Put it away. Instead, feature eyes on this. Weep. Oh, it's huge. I don't know why it always makes everything so huge when I bring it over here. Yeet. Shrink. Shrinky dink. Shrinky dink. Ta-da! It's a Rotom deck box, specifically the Frost form. It's a little refrigerator. I still want Rotom to learn Fling so bad it's not even funny, because I want to have a Frost Rotom, make it hold like a lemonade or a soda pop, because you can make them hold these in the game. These are items in the game. I want to have Fling so we can just yeet a soda at people. That would be the funniest shit to me. Hello, Krabby Crafters. How do you do? Nerd equipment holder. It is! Wait. It is cute. I love it. Gotta shrink it again, because freaking massive pictures again. I love this thing so much. For one, I love Rotom. I've always loved Rotom. He's a silly little guy. But it's a deck box. It holds my cards. Right now, it's got my Ghost Veil deck in it. So it makes me very, very happy. And then little drawer on the bottom also pulls out. Lord, I gotta shrink this one down just as much, if not more. It holds all my damage dice in it. I love this. Just beep. Beep. Just look at that. Just look at that. It makes me happy. This makes me happy. Thank you again, Shaman, for this. For showing this video. Which video? I'm behind on everything. I'm kind of lucky I know my own name. But look at it! Look at it! Put over a decade in a foundry, which was very hot and heavy work. I could imagine. Then went to a facility that produced milk replacers that was hot and humid. Then flagging, which was hot, humid and sunny. Yeah, no, I would die. I burn to a crisp. I have to be in cold places to be able to function. I love it. I love it. Shaman got it off from Etsy for me. I actually have an STL file to print the heat form, but my printer doesn't like me very much. I think it's already approved. Wait, what's going on? I feel like I'm missing things. There's like lots of walls of text here. Officially about to throw something. I can't get any answers about my new wheelchair. Would be happy if they said if the parts don't come in by X date, we will get you new batteries at no charge. You would think they would by then. See, had quit the date, nearly walked out of my job, being talked down on so hard. I nearly said things I would not be able to take back. And my daughter's appointment was not any better. To make a long story short, I will likely need surgery to fix my foot. Oof. Make sure everything was already approved. Lord help me. It seems like everyone's having a rough day today. I've had a bizarre day today. I got called over to help my mom with some errands today because mom's getting parts of her house fixed up, so she couldn't leave the house because she has workers in the house getting her stuff fixed up. So she needed me to run a couple errands and do all this, that, and the other. I ran into some weird people at Walmart, which means that's pretty much the norm. You always run into weird people at Walmart, but Lord help me, the weird people I ran into today. Yeah. Okay, so like I'm not the most fashion trendy person on the planet. I know how to be. I'm just lazy and just like to dress comfortably. But I saw things today that like you shouldn't see in the middle of the daylight. I saw someone wearing missized flip-flops and a big, like, t-shirt, and like nothing else was being worn. And they were just walking around doing like the weirdest stuff. I don't know what was up with them. They probably needed some kind of help. But Lord help me. I forgot my name since I went by number all day. Just call me 24601. And what is your question, Krabby Crafters? I will do my best to answer. I make no promises, but I'll do my best. The weirdest thing I saw today was a guy walking around, and at first I thought my mind was like playing tricks on me because like my sense of vision is poor, and I wear glasses, but I leave my glasses in the car so I don't take them off somewhere absentmindedly, put them down and forget them. So I didn't have my glasses in the store. So I did a double take. It was my game. It's a VTuber fighting game. Okay. So normally I would be all about that. I would be absolutely all about that. Super stoked. Would be jumping up and down with excitement for that. But I can't give you permission to put me in a fighting game. Or anything, really. And the reasoning why is I don't technically own this model. I would love that. I would completely flip out about that. Don't get me wrong. It would be the coolest thing of my day. Like, it'd be nuts. I would be super excited. But I don't own this model. I don't own the rights to... I can monetize it for stream, but I can't monetize it for other things or give it to things where it could possibly be monetized or anything else like that. Which I don't know if your game's monetized or not, but like even so, I don't have the rights to it to tell you it's okay to use it. Just to be completely fair and honest. I do have a link to the person who makes my model in my description, as well as one of my moderators can pull the link up really fast because we have a command for it now. I do have a link to the person who makes the model. If you wanted to ask if you could just put the model in, that would probably be cool. I don't know if they will or not, because this is a free use model, but it has restrictions. So I would be all about that life. But I don't have the legal right to give you that permission. So I can't. So, sorry, but I gotta be honest and straightforward with that. Just to be completely real. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it. Appreciate it to, like, just a massive degree. Like, that sounds like cool as shit to me. I legally can't. But yeah, no. So, where were we with all this? So I was reading through everything, getting caught up, talking about the proton thingy. I bet you need your definition of weird just for context. Okay, yeah, we're talking about all the weird shit I saw at Walmart. Okay. The status of your full-size model. Well, right now, I'm finishing designing the art for it. For one that's going to be mine, and then I have to have the money to put into it, which I do not currently have. I know about how much it's going to run off of my rough sketch that I talked about, but like I'm having to set aside a bit more before I can do that. Get the rights to a model that looks like a zombie. I don't want to. I like this model. I like pumpkins. It's like, I get it. I know a lot of people want a zombie model of some kind. They want this kind of stuff, and I get it. But I've left a lot of the zombie stuff behind. I decided to change all of that because I wasn't feeling it anymore. I haven't watched zombie media in a long time aside from Zom 100. I haven't played a zombie game in years. Like, it's just been a long time since I've done anything zombie related. And I never really did a lot with the zombie thing. With this, I can do a lot more of, like, because I did a lot of, like, Halloween themed stuff. I did a lot of horror themed stuff. We always did, like, spooky season all year round kind of stuff. So I wanted to better embody what I normally do. And I feel like this character better embodies that. Have you played RE recently? Yeah, I did play Resident Evil recently. You are right, I did play a zombie game, but I always forget that one because there's zombies, but like these were weird zombies in this one. But you are correct, I did. So yeah, no, you are right on that. I completely forgot. I forgot a lot recently. Because you are absolutely correct on that. I did play Resident Evil. I played Resident Evil 9 recently. You're mesmerized by Leon. I mean, who isn't? Like, I mean, just come on. Like, he is a sexy man. If you ain't thirsty for Leon, what are you doing with your life? I'm just saying. But no, okay, so like, I had to do a double take today while walking around Walmart today. Hydration it is. Hydration for the sexy man. But yeah, no, I had to do a double take because, like, I saw, like, weird people dress really weird today. But the one that really got me was I saw the most... I live in the South, I live in Alabama. Y'all know this. I saw the most redneck-looking guy I've ever seen in my life. And trust me, I've seen a lot of them because that's what you see in Alabama. You see... It is a vast contrast in Alabama where you see two things. You see engineers... and you see rednecks, and you see a lot of both. They usually don't get along. Some do, and the ones that do, you gotta be terrified of. That's the most redneck-looking dude today, and that's not anything new. What was new was seeing him as he walked around in his open button-up shirt, and attached to his wife beater was what at first I thought was a plushie. Folks, it wasn't a plushie. I am looking at this guy walking through, I had to stop and just make sure of what I was seeing. Because first, like, redneck guy walking around with a plushie, and like he's an old redneck. Which those are the ones you got to worry about the most, because they give no fucks. And he's just walking around Walmart, open button up shirt, wife beater, dusty pants, dusty boots. He's a man who works with his hands every damn day kind of type dude, and you know it. Not the kind of dude to be messed with. Walking around with what I thought was a plushie. Something didn't seem right. Did an immediate double take. Whip around, look again. It's not a plushie he's carrying. Because it moved. Which sets off all kinds of alarm bells when you're walking around at Walmart. And then I see attached to him is a lead. He's got a lead attached to his arm that is leading up to what is not a plushie. This dude is carrying around a baby monkey. I don't know where or how or why he has this, but he has an itty bitty baby monkey wearing a little tiny diaper. I mean, this thing's like as big as Crowley. Like, it's not big. It's like this man just had to approve 2 messages, which is not great for any Jeff Foxworthy references I might choose to make in the future. Lord help me. Yeah, like a little baby monkey. I was like, what? It's like, I can't even see what got pipped here. So give me a second, let me restart this a bit here. I was expecting a possum. I mean, honestly, I've seen that. That's more normal. I know a lot of redneck engineers. You don't see as many redneck engineers down here. I do know a lot, but you don't see as many of them down here. I see them in other states, usually, which is kind of weird. Said approved Jew's message there too. Because he said opossum? It's probably because he's, But yeah, no, like, itty bitty little creature just attached to him. And like, it was a weird looking little thing. And I'm just like, why? Did not want to approach this because I did not, like, I wanted to know the story of why this was. But at the same time, I was terrified to find out the story of why this was. Like, Lord help me. He was saying guy lost his redneck card. Lord help me. I have to look up if it's legal to have a monkey as a pet. Thanks, Patrick. I mean, in some states it is. I don't know if it is in our state. I don't think it is in our state, which is what made this all the weirder. I know in some states it is. I don't remember if it is in ours. I don't think so. I looked it up years and years and years ago because I was watching some documentary about a woman who had a chimpanzee, and the chimpanzee ripped her face off. Y'all all know the story I'm talking about because it's an old story of why you shouldn't own exotic pets. But like this just I was like, oh no, this cannot go well. It cannot go well. And this is the kind of stuff I saw at Walmart today. Look, my day just kept getting more and more bizarre. I went back to Mom's to bring back her stuff she needed and told her about this. And she's like, oh yeah, I've seen that guy around town. I was like, this has been a thing for a while. Apparently carries this thing with him everywhere, and it's not the first one he's had. Which is kind of concerning to me. Just like, Jesus Christ. Now, like, I've seen people own possums as pets around here. That's a thing. I know people who've owned skunks around here. That's a thing. I've seen people own some weird pets around here. Doesn't allow primates at all, but federal law does if you have a permit. Huh. It's like, I've seen, like, a bajillion weird pets. I mean, hell, I get weird looks occasionally because I have birds. I don't carry the birds out in public very often. Occasionally Orion comes with me if I'm going to the pet store because I have a harness for him. So occasionally he gets to go to the pet store because, like, he loves to fucking go to the pet store, and the people at the pet store think he's the greatest thing ever. Go watch. He has a PhD in zoology or something. Lord, that would trip me out because, like, he didn't, like. I hate to stereotype somebody, but he did not look like the type that would know anything about this animal at all. Didn't hear your answer to my question. I had to eat lunch so I can see. Can you tell me what you said to my question again? Okay, so, like, I'm gonna say it only one more time. I can't give you permission for it. And the reason why I cannot give you permission for it is because I don't own the legal rights to this model. It is not mine to give permission for it. I would love to. That sounds amazing. It sounds awesome. I would have an absolute field day knowing that my little gorgeous self was in some kind of a fighting game. That would be amazing. I love fighting games to begin with. But I don't have the legal rights to this model. I don't own this model. This model is a free use model by a creator named Aderan, and it is a free use model from them. That the only monetization options that I can utilize this model for is videos and streaming, and it's the only thing that I have any rights to utilize at all. Like, I make digital trading cards that I use here on stream, and I know it'd probably be like a gray area, but I don't even risk putting it on those. I make my own pixel art for those instead. Winner, Patch Hallows, flawless victory. But yeah, no, I would love it, but I can't. I legally can't. But check back with me after I eventually update and, like, have my own, like, completely licensed to me model, and then we can talk then. I don't have that right now with this model, so I can't do a thing. 99% sure primates are their own category because of the disease risk. It wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, no, I appreciate, though. I do appreciate. I just can't. But I mean, if it makes it any better, my model that I'm working on will actually have hands and a weapon, so it might be a little more well, it has something it can use as a weapon. My current model has no hands. I have no hands. Bats! I mean, I could use bats. I could throw bats. Be like, beware my bats. The little batty dudes. Bats and a shit ton of candy and coffee. That would work, but, like, I can't do things like I could do some of this, but, like, just like, whoop. Yeah, it just released waves of candy. Is it legal to own a what? Did somebody say weapons? What? Wait. I don't need candy. I just sprayed down candy. Ah. Ow. Pain. Himalayan fur goblin? Are you talking about a cat? Ah. There's so many weapons that I give you people to beat me up with. Lord help me. So you're talking about, like, a Himalayan cat? Because, like, aren't there Himalayan, like, house cats? Like, isn't there a house cat that's called a Himalayan? Oh, Jesus! Okay, so yes, little me does have stuff he can use, but I will have more stuff I can use. We're really leaning into with the design I'm working on with a scarecrow motif. Okay, so that's some of the weird shit I've gone about with today, but I do have some updates for everybody for what we're going to be doing in starting next week, like starting Tuesday. Actually, technically starting Monday, though, be it I won't be live on Monday. I'll be kind of live on Monday. So one of the things we're going to be doing is for members and subscribers on YouTube and Twitch. What I'm going to be doing is in the member section of the Discord, I'm going to have a section where I'm going to basically stream my progress of stuff I'm building and working on throughout the week. This way y'all can see the progress on different projects. Y'all can ask about the progress on different projects. Kind of see how the cake is made, basically. In the process of doing this will give me a little more push to keep stuff like in a more consistent route, but also allow you guys to kind of see what's coming. If you want a sneak peek, it'll also let you see what is being built. Behind the screen Q&A. You kind of, yeah. It's like y'all be free to ask me questions in there. You'll be free to make suggestions and whatnot. Like, I'll be working on a lot of stuff on that in that area. I've done this with the coalition. Also, good night, dude. I saw that you were leaving. I didn't properly say good night. But night, dude. Take care. Pleasant nightmares to you. Get some good sleep. But yeah, so y'all will be able to kind of like get an idea of what we're working on, how it's happening, so on and so forth, including possibly get some sneak peeks of what the new model's going to look like, as well as to see cards when they're being built and what they might do, as well as the progress in putting those together, and all that kind of stuff. I have backups now. Now, I am going to warn that for the most part, this isn't going to be me just like teaching people how to do stuff. There'll be, if I am asked, I can show you how something works and show you how I put it together, so you can, like, if you're a streamer or a content creator, you want to know how it's put together, you can see how it's put together. But like, I'm not making this with the immediate thought of it being a class setting. Because what you're going to see a lot of is a lot of trial and error. A lot of me teaching myself how to make stuff and it blowing up exponentially. I have a new card that has still not been discovered yet, that needs a 3-button press process on my keyboard to make it work. That I spent like 4 days working on. Now I can get a lot of it done in like a button press, but for theatrics' sake, it requires 3. It requires 3 for theatrics. That's why it requires 3. Everybody's like, why the hell does it require 3 buttons? Because of theatrics. Theatrics are why. So we're gonna start doing that because, for one, I thought maybe y'all would enjoy that. I thought maybe y'all would enjoy the behind the scenes thing. A lot of you peeps here are members to some fashion. So I thought, like, since most of y'all are, if y'all wanted extra content throughout the day, that's your way to get it. Just don't get yourself burned out. Send multiple people backups just to be safe. I have the backup saved in multiple places. It's like I have it saved on a passport drive, I have it saved on my book drive, and I have it saved on 2 different thumbnails. And I know where all of them are. So in completely unrelated news, someone modded in DJ Halibou from the Mario Party DS anti-piracy videos. Oh, that! Yeats Bits. Hey! Get some hearts in the chat for Hoenn! Beep. Yeet. Some hearts in the chat. They're just going to make a NAS server and give you access to it so you can have off-site backup. Lord. So it's been an interesting day. For one, I'm working on stuff for that. I'm working on some deltarune stuff. I'm working on some video content stuff. Some of it being game related and some of it just being kind of ranty stuff. Because I kind of just like, I have like these moments where I just kind of like have like a lot of thoughts and need to start like getting all the thoughts out. So like, I was like, to give an example, I was thinking about anime conventions today because Mizu got accepted into A1, and I'm sitting here remembering like all the cons I've been to throughout the years. Like, Lord, I'm about to make myself feel really old. I'm super fucking old. I've been going to cons since like 2007, 2008. Lord, like thinking about it makes me feel so old. My back hurts, but that's probably because of all the yaoi paddle injuries from back then. Like, Lord help me. I was sitting here thinking about that. I was thinking about like what they used to be like back in the day versus what they are like now, and like cons were nowhere near as family friendly back in the day as they are now. Like, people could be showing up in like damn near anything. You could have people like in full decked out like suits of armor, and then you could have people that is like, well, it's the beach episode, so we're all showing up in various forms of bathing suits. Now, this still happens today, but it doesn't happen anywhere near as much as it used to back then. There were a lot less regulations on stuff back then. Lord fucking help me. And you would see people from all ages at these events, like small children, grown adults, the works. It was kind of like the Wild West, a lot of lawless shit back in the day. Versus today, now you get like an 8-year-old who walks into a convention, the 8-year-old gets super excited, runs up, it's like, hey, look, it's Goku from Fortnite. It's Yuji Itadori from Fortnite. It's Deku from Fortnite. Who the fuck gave Deku a gun, by the way? Who thought Deku in Fortnite was a good idea? Like, Lord fucking help me, Deku in Fortnite. He just walks up to motherfucking Bakugo, goes like, I'm sorry, Ka-chan, but it's time for me to start my villain arc, and fucking just pumps a shotgun blast in his fucking face. Like, Lord fucking help me. He walks up to All Might, it's like, All Might, I've seen what the internet does between you and my mother, and I gotta tell you, I just don't appreciate it anymore. So we're gonna end that. Kablam! And he's gone. Lord help me. The amount of weird shit. And that's what you get. You get this to happen all the time. I've watched it happen. I have watched it happen. You already get like a weird mixture of like costumes and cosplays at cons because you can do pretty much anything you want. So like, there was this random dude that like crossed My Little Pony with fucking Halo. So he's walking around in Halo armor with a My Little Pony horse head on his head. And like, this little dude just runs up to him. It's like, Lord, I can't remember the name of the fucking Fortnite character, the fucking weird ass horse character from Fortnite. But he asks if he's that wearing Master Chief's armor. Did he steal Master Chief's armor? Do you see people in liquid latex? Sadly, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it. I haven't seen it recently at a con. No, I have seen it at conventions. Usually it's an after dark event. Lord, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on after dark events. Lord help me. Totally just a random. No, we do not need Plan 33. Say people who gave Vegeta a gun. This is true. Lord help me. Some regulations were very much needed. And I say that as an owner of one of the previously mentioned unintended weapons. Just a random number plus one. Lord help me. First off, we need hearts in the chat for everybody who's donated bits. I appreciate it. Hearts in the chat for Ho and for Anth, for Fuzzy. I appreciate it. Lord help me. Battle of the Bits. No! We do not need Battle of the Bits. Lord help me. God, I love you guys. You guys are nuts. But yeah, no, so like just thinking on this, first off, to answer the latex question, was always like if the convention was a little more adult themed, or if the convention had a hard cutoff to when adult content started at night, then occasionally I would see stuff like that, but it was very, very rare for that kind of thing. A lot of conventions have regulations against it just because like areas like city states and stuff like that have regulations against that. See, I go to gaming cons, so I tend to find some Phantom Thieves and get pics for them. See, that's fine, that's all fine and good. Like, I've been to multiple types of cons. Like, I've been to horror conventions, I've been to anime conventions, been to comic conventions, I've been to gaming conventions. And, like, they're all wildly different. The most wild of them all is always the anime convention. It's always the anime convention. Unless it's Dragon Con, then Dragon Con's just crazy, period. Waiting for the clipping section, so I'm good. But yeah, no, so like even like After Dark sections are a lot different nowadays than they were way back when. Okay, so I have to be careful of how I state stuff because I'm on platforms that frown upon certain things. So there are certain adult panels that show adult animation. These are panels dedicated to adult animation. You know the type, you know what it's called. I can't mention the name because I will get in trouble. But you know exactly what I'm talking about. These panels now versus back in the day are drastically different. Back in the day, you'd have a group of people that go in, they're going to watch one of these naughty things, and when you go see the naughty thing, usually there's someone who's in charge of the panel who's cracking jokes the entire time. They're taking like something that's like completely weird, random, off the wall, like how could anybody be entertained by this kind of type deal, or something that's just like really, really badly written or something like that. They're taking something and they're just making jokes the entire time. Everybody's laughing. It's meant to be funny. It's meant to be funny. It's usually done in that kind of fashion. You go into these things nowadays, and it's one of those like, I need to see everybody's hands. You're all too quiet. You're all too serious. Lord help me. Like, oh God, there's one back in the day that I actually ran for a local convention. I wasn't supposed to run it. The guy I wound up going because my girlfriend at the time wanted to go see this. I was like, I don't want to see this, but fine, whatever. I get drug into this. I had never been to one of these before. So, and I didn't have a wanting to. It just seemed like kind of an awkward thing to be in a room full of people just watching stuff you wouldn't want your mom to walk in on. So it's like, oh, okay. So I guess we're doing that. Went, sat down. It was quite funny. Except for the guy who was running the event was so fucking smashed. This was a convention that I worked for. This looked very bad for the convention because this guy was one of the peeps in charge of the con itself. He gets completely fucking hammered. And he winds up, like, he's telling some funny things here and there, but, like, not everything's landing. And eventually, he passes out and takes a nap at the table. Now, throughout the process of him almost starting to take a nap, I've been cracking jokes in the back because that's what I do when I'm uncomfortable. We crack jokes when I'm uncomfortable. Like, they had this one where apparently, I'm going to explain this as vaguely as I possibly can. You have, like, these two, like, female characters. They're supposed to be, like, some kind of holy night sisterhood thing, and they're fighting, like, a demonic force and whatnot. And you can imagine where this is going to go, and this looks like it's going to get really bad, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm okay with this. All of a sudden, a pentagram opens up on the bottom of the ground. They get shifted to a dark portal after they thought they killed the thing stands back up. Bad stuff's about to happen. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's what happens when you lose a shadow game. I never want to lose one of those ever again. Entire room dies. I didn't have time to stop myself from saying this. Entire room dead. Fuck, everyone's just losing their fucking shit. I crack a few more jokes like this throughout the course of, like, watching this, and dude fucking passes out. One of the security guys comes, grabs him, takes him out, sees me. He's like, well, I've been listening at the door, and you're fucking funny. Get up there and do things. Like, this isn't my panel. I do Pokemon panels and horror panels. This is not what I do. I don't want to. And he's like, you're a showman and the show must go on. I'm like, I hate you. Walked up. And I'm sitting there having to watch this shit that I've never seen before. Like, not saying that, oh, I've never watched, like, any kind of naughty content. No, that's, like, that would just make a liar of me. But, like, this was not my bag. This was not my wheelhouse. They switch over to, like, the next one. You got voluntold. I did. I always got voluntold at this event because I was one of the peeps that worked security. I ran 4 different panels and I was in charge of the dealer's hall. I got added to these things all the time. You could ask Shaman. He watched it happen to me quite frequently, and I was very bad at saying no back then. So they put in the next one, and this one has knights. You got a male knight, female knight. They're not dressed like knights. They have like this, it's student style blazer and slacks and skirt for the female one. Like they look like they look like they belong in a school, but they're not. This is just a uniform that they give these characters. They make sure you know this. And they also, because they show you the contrast between what school uniform looks like versus what this looks like. So I'm like, okay, well, thank you for clarifying that we don't have to worry about putting anybody on a list for watching this. Okay, that works out great. Fine, awesome. They wind up fighting yet again some big, horrible monster thingy. They fight. Dude's about to die. And the female hero runs up and cuts off this thing's appendage. Cuts off the happy stick. Just you hear it with a sickening just thud. You're just like, oh my god, okay. That's a thing that happened. And I was like, so that's how the sausage is made. I don't want sausage ever again. Lord help me. Then they wind up like going back, doing stuff that, you know, that they do in these kinds of things. And this is where I pretty much just ended. I had to end this stuff. I was so done because the main character dude is a holy knight. He has a holy appendage that is bigger than my fucking arm. Lord help me. Excalibur was real, and they make a whole big deal about this. It gets really weird. It gets really bizarre. I can't go any further than that, but let's put it this way. If he were to spin it around going, helicopter, helicopter, he could help out a blue hedgehog beating a mechanical scientific genius bent on world domination with sex bots. He could easily be a part of that and beat the hell out of some people. That's how that shit went. Needless to say, throughout all this kind of stuff, this is the kind of stuff that used to fucking happen at conventions. And now, they put people in they put entire groups of people in a room to watch this same style content, but everybody watching this content is stone-faced serious about this content. The person presenting it is being very serious about this, and it's literally like, I want to see everybody's hands. I don't want, no, if I see your hands in your lap, you're leaving the room. I don't want to, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. We're not having a Pee Wee Herman incident. Oh yeah, no, like that one gets worse. that one gets worse because it's like, if you understood that reference, I don't want to see your search history. But you're my kind of people, and we're going to hell together. I know what that search history contains. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy water has many magical properties. It does. But no, like, I felt like I felt like I needed a shower after that panel. I was like, ugh. And then, like, I got drug into one of these events recently because I had a friend who was like, yeah, I'm here. Come find me here. I was like, why are you in there? And he went for the same reason I stated earlier. They're supposed to be funny. He's like, I need you to come here to save me. I was like, that bad? He's like, that bad. go, see what's going on. And it's like, oh, it went from anime convention to basement dweller convention real fast. And I know that's like something that like nerds get called all the time, but there's a difference in your nerd. Like, you don't gotta be a nerd to be a basement dweller. So I go and nonchalantly grab him out of there while sitting here trying to keep my composure and not say something that's going to offend everybody in the room. I mean, I don't think they would have heard me. But yeah, no, so like cons are like completely different nowadays. Like the dealer's room is one of the biggest examples of this when you go to a con, and it's the thing that trips me out the most because the dealer's hall is my home at conventions. Most conventions I went to as a vendor. I either went as a vendor or I went as a representative from the convention that I worked for to do networking. That's what I did for my boss who ran the local convention here in town. We would go both as vendors and as representatives to try to get new talent, get voice actors, to do collaborations with other big conventions in the area, do advertising. Oh my God, you're completely right. Me and Melissa talk about the difference all the time. Are you talking about with the with the dealer's hall, or just in general? Also, hello, Melanie. For someone who's going to understand probably better than anyone else here, it's going to be Melanie, because Melanie has been to many a con that I have also gone to. That's how we met, was conventions. The contrast between back then and now is astronomical. Hell, I think I met you at I either met you at my first con or I met you at the first local convention that I was working for. But yeah, no, like it is so different. For one, panels are completely different. Panels seem less fun than they used to be. People don't crack jokes. People don't say funny things. People don't do audience like attendance or like audience involvement like they used to. They don't get people involved like they used to. Like that used to be like a big part of things. Like I ran Pokemon panels for years, and I would drag people up on the stage with me, and would like, especially if you were in a Pokemon cosplay, I'd drag you up on the stage. I would ask you questions of what you thought about the current state of Pokemon, or what did you like about this, or what did you like about that, so on and so forth. And people would be completely down for that. They would be super excited. They love that kind of stuff. And nowadays, panels seem like scripted to a heavy degree. Like, you need a script when you do a panel. I get that. I never used a script myself, but I at least had a guideline. You at least need a guideline for these things. But like, they're like hyper scripting the panels, so it's like beat for beat for beat for beat for beat for beat for beat. And like, I see people falling asleep in panels all the time. It trips me out. Cosplay is a completely different thing than it used to be, because cosplay doesn't seem to be done for the love of cosplay as much as it used to be. It seems to be done for content creation. I'm a content creator. I get that. I've done, well, I haven't done cosplay for specifically content creation, but I've worn it knowing that it could be included if I need to do like an interview question or something like that. But like, it doesn't seem like, a lot of the spirit feels like it's gone from conventions. You still find fun things. You still find fun people. But it seems conventions feel like way more corporate now than they used to. Because cons used to be just like ragtag events just thrown together by random person who said, I love anime and I want to see everybody just show up and just have a blast and do weird stuff. And now it's like you're being shoveled off from place to place to place to place to place. Dealers' halls are a nightmare now. Half of them are just vending trading cards or scalping everything. Like they're scalpers of like video games, scalpers of plushies, scalpers of toys, scalpers of trading cards, people selling slabs. And I'm a Pokemon card player, man. I get it. I love Pokemon cards. There've always been Pokemon cards at cons. There are always card dealers. But now it seems like almost every vendor, even if they don't sell trading cards. Like, if trading cards isn't their focus, they have a trading card vault ready to go now. It's all the same stuff. No, right? Yeah, and that's like another thing. Like, you know me. I live in the dealer's hall. That's what I do. And I would go for the fact that, like, you would see so much stuff from all over the world. So much, like, you could go to so many booths and learn all sorts of different things about culture and learn things about different countries, because you'd have people from, like, outside of the US that would bring stuff, or you'd have people that would visit outside the country and bring stuff back, and you get to see all this cool stuff. Now, like, almost everything I see is cookie cutter. When you have even artist tables selling Pokemon slabs, there's a problem. And it happens a lot, and it feels so different. It feels so, as Melody put it, it feels cold. It feels very cold. See so many people on their phones, no one talking randomly anymore. And see, that's another thing. Like, okay, so, like, a lot of you guys don't know me in person, but for the people here that do, like Melody, Shaman, Kami, for the people that have met me in person, if I see you in a cool cosplay, if I see you doing something cool, or I see you looking like you have a question, my immediate thought is to go walk up to you, like, compliment the costume, maybe ask for a picture, to talk. And this would be, like, this is a normal occurrence, or at least it used to be a normal occurrence. And now you'll walk up to somebody and, dude, we spoke. Yeah, we did. It's like, am I allowed to tell what cosplay you were wearing? Because, like, that's what stopped me. That's what stopped me. If I'm allowed, because I don't want to, like, just, like, be outing you all over the place. I'm allowed to, like, talk about what cosplay you were wearing, because that's what got my attention. Because you've worn several cosplays that have gotten my attention throughout the years, because they're just really good. Okay, so, Melanie was cosplayed as, Brain, work with me, I have the name. Melanie was cosplayed as I think, Esmeralda. And that got my immediate attention, because, like, it was so well done and well put together. Like, right down to, like, the jingly coins and everything else it's supposed to have. The outfit was very intricate and very well put together. You could hear her anywhere she walked. You knew where she was. Which, y'all know me, I can't see for shit, but I can hear really well. So, like, that got my immediate attention to, like, I gotta go say hi. I still have the picture I took with her and her sister, because I was cosplayed as Kaito from Vocaloid, in a really bad Kaito cosplay, because it was my first Kaito cosplay. I built it in 2 weeks. I later made a better one, but my first one was awful. Lord, I hate that coat to this day. I'm still mad at myself about that coat, but I got a picture with them because that was an amazingly done cosplay. As well as, like, I think particularly your sister did the cosplay for, wasn't it was it Minun? Was it Blossom or Minun? From Pokemon. I can't remember. They showed up at my Pokemon panel. Also, the wig for my cosplay. It's god awful. But, like, seeing that, walked up to say, just basically gushing over their cosplay. Loved the cosplay, wanted to talk to them about the cosplay and this, that, and the other. And just started randomly rambling and ranting back and forth. Like, because that's what you do at a con. That's how we met. Back then, bad cosplay had soul. And that was just it. In that bad cosplay, people wanted my picture all the time. And when it improved, it got even worse. It's like the evolution of that cosplay. Lord help me. And I was so baby-faced. There's a reason why we keep a beard. It's like I was so baby-faced. Still am. There's a reason why music won't let me get rid of the beard. I become a child very fucking fast. Lord help me. But it was also a time that, like, you could go to cons, speaking of soul, you could go to cons and you could just meet and talk to voice actors, to the famous talent that was there, and they would talk to you on a personal level. I remember meeting Micah Solasad at one of these events, and I saw him at every event afterward. We became good friends, and we traded Transformers back and forth every time we ran into each other. And we would hang out, and that was just it. Like, a lot of times, like, the voice actors, they would sit, they would hang. Hell, if they were going to go get lunch, occasionally they would join you for lunch and shit. Micah, my little brother, yeah! Now, I get it. For me, it was a little bit different because I was also helping with security and stuff, so I was a famous person handler. But I also ran into a lot of times at cons that I wasn't working, and we would still hang out, and they would hang out with anybody to talk to them. You know, they were just friendly, and that's the way it was with almost like every like voice actor we ran into, with a couple of exceptions here and there. Free autographs, free voice actor hugs, yeah, and that kind of thing used to happen all the time. Now everything is like hyper expensive. Every autograph costs money. They cost a lot of money. Now I know why this is. Being an insider, I know why this is. Back in the day, back when I was going to cons, a lot of times the conventions would wind up eating a cost to allow voice actors to sign stuff, because the voice actors have management. They have managers, so they would eat a cost to allow them to do the signings for free. That's what would happen, is the con would wind up eating the cost and do this, that, and the other. People like Micah didn't even like have a fee for that at the time. I don't know if he does now. I know that he doesn't go to a lot of events in person anymore. I don't know why that is, so I can't tell you. But I know that he just doesn't go to a lot of events anymore. But now cons don't do that. Cons don't eat that cost. They just say, fuck it, everyone just goes in. And essentially, the voice actors are now treated as vendors. They're selling autographs. They're selling specific things, and so on and so forth. And like, I don't blame them for that. They are basically vendors anywhere they go, get that bag, do whatever. But a lot of times the reason why is because the convention isn't eating the cost for that. So they have to make their money somehow. And I've seen a lot of voice actors and famous actors just in general at these events that you can tell don't want to charge like exorbitant prices for a lot of these things. You find some that are going to be all about it, but you see some that don't want to charge exorbitant prices. Like, I'm not going to name names because I don't want people like just jumping all over these people. But like, we went to Iron City, down in Birmingham, a good while back, and we met a ton of actors and so on and so forth. I met the original actor for Michael Myers, and he was a good dude, and he just wanted to sit and talk with you. And the reason why I can mention him specifically is because I'm not saying anything that could possibly get him in trouble or get anybody to like jump all over this. You know. But he was a very personable dude. It felt like going and meeting someone like I used to back at cons. I still had to pay for an autograph, but he was a very nice dude. Now, it means you went to meet somebody, and this is one I can't mention the name of because of specific reasons. Nothing bad happened. I know how that immediately sounds like something bad happened. Nothing bad happened. It was actually probably one of the best things that happened at the convention, especially for me. But she met the famous person she really wanted to meet. She was super excited to meet, so on and so forth. And they had like this big package where you could get them to sign something and you could get a picture with them and this, that, and the other. And it was a charge per autograph, per picture, right? She originally wasn't going to like get anything for the package whatsoever. You could pay for just a picture, you pay for just an autograph, whatever. You could do whatever. And she was just going to give him a plushie she'd made. That was all she was going to do. Well, upon walking up there, the guy who's his handler, who's doing all the stuff for him and this, that, and the other, runs over, talks to him real quick, and he comes back to me because I'm like, because I've pulled out money to go ahead and do the thing because we just wanted to see this guy forever. I was going to make sure that happened. I was going to make sure that whatever she wanted from this was going to happen. Period. So he comes back to me while she's walking up the line, and he's like, "Yo, look, because we have to have something on the books, we're going to charge you for the autograph, but because I know that this looks like it means a lot, and she seems super sweet, and this, that, and the other, that's all we're going to charge you for. We're not going to charge you for the picture. We're not going to charge you for this, that, and the other. We're just going to charge for the autograph because we got to have it in the books, and that's all we're going to do. But we're going to give her the whole thing." And that, like, so you can tell, like, it that they don't want to do like super greedy stuff. They're not there to do that. That's not their objective. That's not their prerogative. But it is what they're like. Him coming back and telling me, "Look, we have to do this. It has to be on the books for this because of the con, because of this, that, and the other." That told me a lot really fast. And we went up and he signed the thing that she brought. He took the plushie. He was completely enamored with it. He was going on and on with her for a good hot minute. Like she was just over the moon. Then he took a picture with her. Then he grabs me, takes a picture with me, and then he takes a picture with both of us. So and he knew everything that was up, because he's the one who made the decision on it. He was just like, just to make it a good memory for her. And a lot of the peeps that do this are like that. You're going to get some that aren't, but a lot of people are like that, but they still have to do this stuff because it's the only way that they're being able to function where they're at. It's ridiculous. Call me lover boy the way I'm working for the weekend. Working for the weekend. How's it going, MT? And that's just it. Every time we turn around for anything, cons are way more expensive than they used to be. Everything's all about money. Vendors don't seem to be pulling different things anymore. They only pull what's for. They only pull for what's for whatever. You'll find some vendors that you can tell have done research on things, or wanting to do specific things, and so on and so forth. But they are so few and far between that it hurts. People don't sit and talk anymore. People are being shuffled around. People like are just random con goers. Barely talk, barely interact, barely want to have anything to do with each other. They're just moved from next spot to 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 next spot. You don't see people like a lot of the stuff like you see, like I know a lot of people watch YouTube Shorts. I know a lot of people watch TikTok. A lot of people watch all these different things, and they see things at conventions, and they see these people still doing this fun party stuff at conventions. You still see people doing like these funny skits and so on and so forth. The problem is though, is that if it's not being shown in front of a camera, it's not happening. That's not the normal con experience anymore. It used to be. That used to be how cons went, just completely normal. It's not how it works anymore. If it's not being shown in front of a camera, those events that you see on YouTube Shorts, those events that you see on TikToks and all this, that and the other, that's not happening. That used to be normal con behavior. Now it's just a facade of normal con behavior. Con friends is almost a thing of the past. It is, and that's what's tripping me out. Now, Mizu and I being vendors, we've made a lot of convention friends over the last 2 years, but that's because we're going out of our way to make friends with vendors. And 9 times out of 10, the vendors aren't coming to talk to us. The vendors, the artists, the works, they're not coming to talk to us. We're going to talk to them. We go, we introduce ourselves. And part of that, like, I'm going to be completely honest and transparent on something. Part of that is business. Part of that is business. I'm notorious for recon. I go and I recon the entire dealer's room and artist alley to see who's selling stuff that is comparable to what we sell, to have an idea of what we're up against, to know what we have to do, what we have to deal with, what plushies are going to do best for us, which ones we need to put up top versus which ones we need to pull in the back, you know, stuff like that. Like if we see like a bunch of people and they're selling cat plushies, our cat plushies go to the bottom and our monster plushies go to the top, because since we're the only ones with monsters at the event, we want that to be seen because that's going to sell first. you know, that kind of thing. So I do it for recon, but I'm also trying to be friendly, get to know people, because I used to be known for going and helping people out at cons, helping out fellow vendors, and they would do the same. It's like, hey, do you have this? I can trade you for this. Do you have change for this? I can swap this out. Hey, do you have bags? Do you have this tool? I broke something. Da, da, da. And like, that's what we used to do all the time, and that's not a common occurrence anymore. And the worst part is I see that it is still there, that people want to still interact, because Mizu and I will go, we'll talk to people, we'll talk them up, we'll show them some of the things, and we'll just like have a good time. We'll just go and like just introduce ourselves, say where we're from, just kind of like, you know, just see what they're up to, seeing how the con's going for them, you know, that kind of stuff. We go and we look out for our fellow vendors, and the second we do that, 30 minutes to an hour later, that person goes out of their way to find us. And then we get to meet them. Then we get to hang out. Then we get to talk and do more business, as well as be friends. But that's how we've been making friends, is we have to go to everybody, because nobody wants to go interact. It's almost like people are afraid to go interact out of their bubble. But you can see that it's there. When I stop a random cosplayer, say, hey, I love your cosplay, how'd you make it, da-da-da, can I get a picture, so on and so forth, and then I might talk about the fact of being a prop maker myself, or this, that, and the other, or usually I'm in cosplay myself, because it's easier to sell in cosplay to cosplayers. It just is. As well as I like cosplay, so, win-win. But, like, those people then will come find us. They will go out of their way to look for us then. That's when we get the friends. But they're afraid to talk to people themselves. They don't look away from the screens. They're very much just contained in their own little bubble until you pop it. And you have to be very careful of who you do that with. Who you just like, hey, da-da-da, can I get a picture? Hey, da-da-da, how are you enjoying things? Da-da-da, because some people aren't going to be about that. And that's fair. That's been con life forever. You're in a room full of nerds. Most of them are introverts. I get that. I am an extroverted introvert, so I completely get that. And go a whole weekend without talking to my vendor neighbor. And see, that's ridiculous to me. That is ridiculous to me. That is ridiculous to me, because they won't talk back to you. They won't. And see, like, we went to AWA last year. That was the last con. We went to AWA last year. That's just life in general nowadays. I know, I'm still trying to break that behavior. There's this convention at my college. It's free and low-key, kind of huge. Conventions at colleges are always crazy. We had 2 vendors on either side of us. I had one guy that was on my left. I could talk to him. I started talking to him, kind of chatted him up a little bit, and eventually he opened up and he started talking with us. We started discussing things about the cons we've been to, different artistic processes, because he was a woodworker and we were crochet plushies. And we finally got him to talk. We became buds. The other guy next to us, on the other hand, he was friendly, he was nice, but we couldn't get more than like 2 sentences out of the guy. Now, he would talk well with customers, which is great, but like getting him at any point in time that he wasn't talking with a customer, he was just not about it. Ironically enough, the person on the other side of him, we got to talk to a lot, because they would come around to our booth and they would talk to us, because they sold plushies, not crochet plushies. And so Mizu and the woman who ran that wound up trading plushies and trading a couple designs and this, that, and the other. But it used to be where I could just walk the dealer's room and be like, hey, I'm also a dealer, what's up? And like immediate conversation starts, and like everyone's asking questions of who does this and what does this and and now it's like pulling teeth for a lot of this. Once you break that, everybody's like completely excited. Like I had a person that we wound up doing a lot of trades with for Monster Hunter pins. We did some, we did a lot of trades. We actually didn't do a lot of trades, but we did a decent trade with them. Mizu traded one of her bigger plushies, and they gave us like an entire set of Monster Hunter pins, which was severely discounted because I knew the value, I knew the price of Mizu's plush versus what they were charging for their pins, and they didn't charge us anything other than just trading the plushie for it. And that was kind of ridiculous. Because that plushie was worth half of what that set of pins was, because it was like 20 fucking pins. But they really liked the plushie, so they traded it, and they're just call it even. Da-da-da. I've shown those pins off on stream. I've shown that vendor off on stream. But a lot of people just, they don't want to initiate any kind of like start of conversation. Everything, like even when they're doing like transactions, a lot of it is just like, da-da-da, this is this price, da-da-da, I want that, da-da-da, it's done. That's what happens at a lot of the booths around us. While I'm sitting here holding a plushie in my hand, making it dance around the table, which is what's drawing people to us, is we're going out of our way to make shit fun, because that's what I've always done. I'm ADHD as hell. I need something to do with my hands. I can't help it. So just dancing little goblin plushie, and then people are like, oh, we love that, da-da-da, and I'll make it wave at them, and, you know, do that kind of, the conventions, what? The conversations... I'm going to assume the conversations abound. So yeah, like, but yeah, that's right. The conversations abound. You know, they just they kind of go off because like you're doing something to draw in their attention. Conversations are more like I buy from you and you buy from me. Yeah, and I don't like that. And because we do things the way that we've been doing them, I had the guy I was telling you over on the right who was mostly quiet. He finally did ask something. We had a lot of people that showed up to us at AWA that we met at the con prior, which was MomoCon. And we had a lot of return customers. They knew who we were. They knew our faces. They knew our names. They knew us. Because they bought from us prior. They knew the name of our booth, they knew who we were, and we're not as big on social media as the guy next to us, or either the guys next to us. We just don't have that kind of social presence. But they knew everything about us because they remembered everything we'd done at the con prior. And they were super excited, they spent a lot of money and bought a lot of plushies. The guy next to us sees this, and he's like, they're friends of yours? It's like, no, I've only met them once before. I met them at the last con. Da-da-da. And they're like, so you've only talked, like, do you talk to them a lot? It's like, no, I've only seen them at one con prior. We saw them the last con. They bought a lot of stuff from us. They like our stuff. And he's like, oh, okay. Da-da-da. And so but he kept seeing repeat customers show up to us. People, as well as people would return to us that would, like, you know, you do your first lap around the convention. They would do the first lap around the convention. We would make sure we got their attention with something, da-da-da. And they would show up, and they would talk to us and be like, well, I got to finish, like, doing my lap around the convention, but I'll be back. And then we'll give them a business card and be like, hopefully we'll see you again, da-da-da. And I'll make, like, a little plushie wave at them and so on and so forth. And they would come back. And he was like, everybody keeps coming back to y'all. I saw that guy yesterday, and they're back here today. They bought, like, every time I see someone say they're going to come back, they don't come back. And it's like, it's because we talk to them. We talk to them. Every customer is a potential friend. Every customer is a potential dollar, but every customer is a potential friend. You make friends with people that are going to buy stuff. You show them a good time. You show them a friendly atmosphere, and you show them good quality. And you have to show them all of these things, not just good quality. Because I look at his stuff, it's like, your stuff's great quality. Because his stuff was phenomenal. I bought a couple prints from him. His stuff was great. But I don't remember his name or his booth's name. I remember the woodworker guy next to us because I talked to him. I remember his name, I remember his booth, and I will buy from him again. The other guy I might not, because he wasn't personable. And we were one of the only booths that sold out of almost everything at the con, and we've done so every time we've been at a show. Melanie has seen what we carry with us. Melanie knows our product very well. Melanie has seen us, like, do really well. We've had good conversations about how well we've done at these things. It's because being personable. Basically, we're throwing the old convention set at people, and they like that. We have people that will sit at our booths for like long periods of time, 30 minutes to an hour, just sitting, talking, asking questions about how the stuff's made, asking about other conventions because we're knowledgeable and stuff. I had one person who came by because they're like, they'd seen us and they came by because they were upset, not because of something they bought. They were upset because they torn a hole in their costume. And I, again, became convention dad because I was like, well, I've got needle and thread. If you can go like put something temporary on and bring it to me, I can patch it up for you. Or if you can remove that part of your costume without winding up in a compromising position, I can fix that for you. And I fixed their costume on the spot, you know, because it was a 5 minute, just like do a little ladder stitch. Cosplay emergency kit. Yeah, well, I used to be like the con dad. I always carried, like, everyone knows I carry like this big ass bag with sewing material, medical supplies, food and water. Like, I've always been the con dad. Like, hydrate, eat something. Here's a band-aid because you cut yourself on something. You know, that kind of stuff. Like, I've always been that guy at cons. Well, I slipped back into that role during this and literally patched them up. So yeah, like, and because of that, they brought more people to us. The new people they brought didn't buy anything, and that's fine. But they came and they wanted to talk and like ask cosplay questions and this, that, and the other. It felt like being at a natural convention again. The con mom that's like, at least have something to eat. Everything here is too expensive. Yep, that's it. See, I do the same thing. Like, I carry stuff like we go out of our way to get like boxes of Pocky and melon bread. You know, stuff that's filling. Stuff that's like filling, usually high in sugar, which isn't necessarily great, but high in sugar and high in carbs, so like you can sustain till you go get food. Because we have an Asian market that's close by, so I stock up on that stuff because, like, for one, I have hypoglycemia. I have sugar problems. I have to carry that stuff on me, or I'm in trouble. And I'm the cosplayer who forgets to eat and hydrate. You are, so I have to throw some at you. What's really bad, though, is, like, when I'm in cosplay, I'm also the cosplayer that forgets to eat and hydrate, and I have the food and hydration attached to me. It's weighing me down. And I'll still go for hours on end forgetting until I almost pass out. It's like, oh, that's bad. But no, like, it feels like a lot of the soul in conventions is gone, and it trips me out. And I'm doing my damnedest to bring it back every which way that I can. And seeing the reaction, like, it's not dead. It's not dead. I know it's not dead because when I have these interactions, these people's faces light up. They change completely. They go from being quiet to talking to other people. If you want to go to a convention and see something that, for a W idea, at the next convention my college does, if my friend gets a vendor stand, we run a deal. Beat me in Smash, and you get a purchase for 50% off. Back in the day, that used to be back in the day that used to be a very common occurrence, especially for Smash 4 and when Smash on Switch first came out. But for Smash 4 on the 3DS, there would be people that like fight me and you can get a discount. Fight me and win, you can get a discount, or fight me and win, you get like a little mini prize or something like that. There was one guy who, like, he carried his Wii U with him everywhere. He's like, beat me and you get a 10% off discount, you get a 20% off discount, something like that. And people would do it. And even if they didn't win, it still encouraged them to buy something because they were there. So, like, we would do this kind of stuff. Like, like I can see it every time I do this. I can see, like, that change. A little too confident running that deal. What you do to make it better for your vendor friend is drop that discount to like 10, 20%, not 50. This way, in case you do lose, like you have a bad matchup, something goes wrong, whatever, they're not out a lot. The DS was great because you could get people's Mii's. Yeah! Like, I actually became friends with Little Karibo because of the 3DS and the Street Pass feature and Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing Wild World. We were buds. Like, we would actually play Animal Crossing together every once in a while after that. And it was just it. That led to so many different conversations and stuff like that. Like, I was notorious for running around cons taking pictures with my 3DS. Especially, like, when I was going to meet, like, actors and whatnot, and voice actors and whatnot. They're like, hey, can I have a picture? Da-da-da. And it's like, yeah, but can I get the picture with my 3DS? And they'd look at me kind of weird and be like, well, yeah, sure, okay, get the picture. And then I'd put it on the bottom screen and they could sign the picture on the bottom screen instantly. They thought that shit was the greatest shit ever. Because you could do silly off-the-wall stuff like that. Hypoglycemic as well, plus being in a wheelchair that overheats. Not a fun combination. Airflow is essential. Conventions is rough. Conventions is rough for that kind of stuff too. Well, yeah, no, the DS and the 3DS were great for things like that. A lot of stuff. We have every portable thing on the fucking planet now to do everything with. That should open us up to literally everybody. Because you can do that on your phone, too. You can take a picture on your phone. You didn't used to be able to do it back then, because, like, back then, flip phones were still a thing. Many phones didn't have touchscreens yet back then. Touchscreen was, like, a massively expensive phone kind of deal. You do that now. You take a picture with your phone and, like, get them to sign it with their finger on your phone. Ian Sinclair made a me, named it Space Dandy, and I was stoked to still remember it and have it. Yo! I still have little Karibo's me, and it looks like Bakura from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I can't remember if it was screaming one of his lines. I think it was like I think he was like he's like it's either something about Steve or it was something about leather pants. Lord help me. But no, see, like a lot of the actors would get in on stuff like this. They would become a part of the convention scene. They were more than just being there, just be an actor. They would treat it just like they were someone who was there. You get a few that wouldn't, but that's any kind of event. But like they would all act like they were part of the event, like they were there to have fun too. And they don't do this anymore. No, like it almost seems like a lot of people aren't there to just have fun anymore. It's trippy. It feels like I'm in the Twilight Zone. And then, as I said, like when I finally have these interactions, when you do something fun with somebody at the con, then they light up and it spreads fast. They want to talk to people. They want to talk to people. They want to do this shit. You just gotta remind them that they can. It's like yeah. See, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like they used to get into it. Like it was like they were like big con goers themselves. And you'd have like the younger ones that would automatically be that way, but like even the older ones would be like, yeah, I'm all about this shit. Like I go home after vending hours. I used to stay for hours. Yeah, see, same. And for me, I want to do stuff because, like, as I've stated before, I'm severe ADHD. So, like, I'm pent up full of energy and I've been forced to sit for hours at the table. By the time we're done, I have all the energy in the world to do whatever a lot of the time. Because, like, this, like I'm in a chair for these. You didn't used to be. And I'm, like, super hyped and ready to do stuff, and there's nothing to do. It seems like after the dealer's room closes, everything becomes like almost melancholy. Hi, Freddie. How do you do? am going to say we don't do roleplay here. This is not what this is for. That's not what we do here. So, like, if that's what you came for, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Or the updates I missed. Okay, so like the big update I'm going to be doing is, as a lot of you guys know, I have a lot of members here on YouTube, and I have a lot of subscribers over on Twitch. And to kind of give back to you guys, when I'm on the Discord, Monday through Friday, I'm going to be streaming to the Discord the processes of me making stuff for stream. From designing the new VTuber model we have, designing cards for the stream, stuff like this. We're going to be doing all that. You're basically the members and subscribers get to see a look behind the curtain. Did something like this before? I did, but we're going to be doing it on a constant basis. For one, this allows you guys to see everything as it's getting made, but for two, it allows me to kind of like have like a backing force to kind of keep myself on track for doing stuff. Real quick, side note here. Okay, Freddy, yo, okay. Quick thing, you don't gotta hate yourself, my dude. Like, look, I know a lot of people make alt accounts because they've got stuff going on in their lives. It's a great distraction. I get that. You do it to kind of hide yourself away and to kind of like, you know, just not have to be you for a while and not have to deal with shit for a while. I completely get that, man. I'm a fucking pumpkin on the internet. I completely get it. I completely get it. But here's what I will say. While you're here, you're not got to worry about that shit. The entirety of this stream is just to make people laugh, give people a good time, hang out, talk, chill, chat, grab some coffee, do some weird shit. You know, that kind of thing. That's what we do here. So if you're having a bad day, my dude, if the day sucks, if something has made you feel like you hate yourself today, if something has made you just have a rough time, fuck it. Come sit with us. Chat with us. Hang out with us. Have a good time. You can let all that shit go for a while. We'll be happy to have you around if you want to hang out. Yeah, you should love yourself. You should love yourself and you should believe in yourself. I know believing in yourself is hard. Lord help me. This is what I do for a living. I am a small-time person. Believing in yourself is one of the hardest things on the planet. And you know what? Here's what I say to that. Since believing in yourself is hard, you don't always have to believe in yourself. Fuck that shit. It's impossible to do. Instead, believe in me. Believe in those around you. Believe in the me that believes in you. Believe in those around you that believe in you. I know you're going to have these moments. Yourself. There you go.
Believe in me. Believe in the
Kamina who believes in you. It's hard to love yourself. It's hard to believe in yourself. But there are people around you that love you. There are people around you that believe in you. There will always be someone there backing you. Even when you don't think there's anybody, because like depression does that to people, you won't see the people that obviously are there. Believe in the heart of the cards. My deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. Okay, so I love myself so much I turned into Golden Freddy. Is that fine? This is kind of spoiling. Little bit. A little bit. But we're chill here. Heart of the cards. But what if I'm playing Belastro? You can still believe in the heart of the cards. Beware the Ace of Hearts. Speaking of card games, Melody, I don't know if you were here when I was showing this off, but I got a thing to show you, as well as UMT. I think you'll get a kick out of this. Look what I have. Look what I have. Look what I have. I got a birthday present, and I was very excited for it because I'm absolutely 5. Beep. Look at it. It's a Rotom. It's a Frost Rotom. That is also a deck box. That's in a compartment for all my damage dice! This was my birthday. Hello, Spaghetti. How are you? I started playing the Pokemon TCG again, and I was very excited to get back into it. I love Ghost Pokemon. So I have the Ultimate Ghost Pokemon for my Ghost deck. I'm very excited. I was so excited. I was very much 5. I love this. Because, like, I love Rotom, and I specifically love Frost Rotom. And I'm still mad that he doesn't get the attack Fling, because you can hold items in Pokemon. So I want them to give Frost Rotom Fling so I can make him hold a soda. So whenever I use Fling, the doors on his chest open up and he just flings a can of soda at somebody's face. Because that would be the funniest shit in the world to me. Is it really funny? No, but I think it's hilarious, so I want it. The right thigh is sore after walking around a lot at work. You need to rest and elevate your leg. Possibly ice and then ice first, then heat. But yeah, it's so neat. I can't wait till I get to go to the shop again and play, because I'm going to show it off and be like, haha, look at this. It is such a pretty boy. But I'm running the new Ghost Veil deck, or what is called in the States, the Hide and Sneak deck, which runs my favorite Ghost Pokemon in it, which is Baynet. In my top 5 favorite Pokemon ever. Actually, he's in my top 3. But yeah, Shaman got it for me. I absolutely love it. Brotato. But yeah, no, so neat thing. I actually have an STL file to print a Heat Rotom. See, he also needs to know Fling so I can toss toast at people. I'm 5. I'm easily entertained by weird shit. Shaman, I think I could add a spring to that and make it throw something. I probably can. I think I have a way to do that. I can make it throw things. I couldn't use it. I couldn't use it in the shop because people get annoyed, but I could make it do it. Come on, Pokemon Company, listen to me. Him with Fling would be great. Completely unnecessary, but I need it. And now it'll never be able to happen because we use Pokemon Champions for competitive now. So because of that, held items have to do something, and a held soda doesn't do anything. So we'll never get it because they will never put the soda in there for me to throw at people. Just have it throw your deck at people. Easy wins. Listen to our paper cut. We've been giving Pokemon so many good free ideas. We do, and Power World's the one that takes them. But you know what? More power to Power World. Power World's actually a lot more fun than people give it credit for. I know, I've had a very long day. Well, I hope you get some rest, Hawkeye. Hopefully things start to work out for your chair, man. By this point, Shaman, yes, they do need to hire you. Honestly, if they were to make like an actual deck box like that, I know for a fact that shit would sell. They took on Nintendo and didn't lose. Damn right! The spheres are back. And you'll see, like, the 1.0 update, if I remember correctly, it has the Palace Spheres back, which is basically the Pokeball. They've done a lot of stuff showing that, haha, you didn't kill us today. And honestly, Power World is fun. Like, I like playing Power World. And, like, I thought originally it was just going to be... When I first looked at it, the first time I saw it, it's like, this is just Pokemon with guns. That's all it is. It's just Pokemon with guns. But then I played it. And it is not that. There's so much in Power World. It's been a lot of fun to play. I've thought about, now the 1.0 update's out, I've thought about streaming it again, but I'm going through all the spooky stuff right now, so I haven't jumped on that bandwagon just yet. I want to get Power for the Ultra Kill crossover. I didn't know they had an Ultra Kill crossover. What the hell? What do you get in Power World for Ultra Kill? I gotta know. The crossover I would like to see with Power World. I want to see a crossover of Power World and Monster Hunter because I think that would be neat. Here's an idea: get toaster and paint it. Looks like Rotom. I've had that idea before, like because like there's a shop on Etsy that I want to buy the sticker from. They have like these really fancy material stickers that basically make anything look like a Rotom. Like it's got the eyes and the smile. And you put it like it's got weatherproofing on the sticker and everything else. I want to put that shit on like everything. I want to put it on the back of my Switch. I want to put it on my car. I want to put it on my oven. I want to put it like I want that shit to go everywhere. But it's Ultra Kill, so I don't care. Which, by the way, everyone here, please play the Ultra Kill demo. I think I have Ultra Kill, but I can't remember. I can't remember if I've got that on console or Steam. I think it's on PlayStation. I think I've got it on PlayStation. Because I think it was one of their free games they did for me. I know I'd originally planned to get it on PC, and I just, for some reason, something came up. It's only on PC? What am I thinking? No, I'm thinking of Kill Floor. I have Kill Floor on something. What do I have Kill Floor? Do I have Kill Floor on here? I've got Kill Floor on something. Do you have the Switch 2? I'm looking for thoughts. I do. I got a Switch 2 on launch. Now, if you're looking for thoughts on what I think of it, when I first got it, there wasn't a lot to do with it. I bought literally 3 games for it. It came with Mario Kart, so I had it. I bought Bravely Default because it's a remake, and I bought Undertale. Undertale is probably the thing I've played the most, or not Undertale, Deltarune. And Deltarune is probably the thing I've played the most on my Switch 2 because I was using it for streaming. But I do play a lot on my Switch 2. So what are my thoughts on the console? Well, for one, if you're looking for a console in console gaming right now, it is the cheapest console to get. It's cheaper than the Steam Deck, and it's more powerful than the baseline Steam Deck. It's cheaper than the PlayStation, it's cheaper than the Xbox, and it's cheaper by a lot. Every console's gone through massive price hikes due to RAM shortages and everything else by hundreds of dollars, and most of them have gone up more than once. The Switch 2 is going up by $50 next month. And that's it. It's going up by $50. Which, considering how much everything else has gone up, that's not bad. Not only this, but when they announced this, everywhere else that went up in price, they went up damn near immediately or within a couple of weeks. Nintendo announced that there would be a price bump on the Switch a couple months back, and slated that price bump to happen in September, giving everybody enough time to get it at the price that at its original price. As far as power, it's one of the more powerful machines for a handheld. As far as games you can play on it, for one, you can play any normal Switch 1 title on it, and they run a lot smoother on the Switch 2 than they did on the Switch 1 90% of the time. The Switch 2 library is growing by a lot, and it can do stuff I didn't expect it to do. Okay. Because I'd gone almost a year without buying anything major for the Switch 2. I'd mostly played Switch 1 titles on it, or Switch 2 versions of games I already owned on it, like Fortnite. I played Splatoon a lot on it. I played Smash on it. I played Deltarune, which isn't very graphically taxing. I played Mario Kart and got bored with it. So my first year with it, I was a little hesitant on my Switch 2. This year, though, has changed my mind a lot. I'm very happy with my purchase now, because it can handle shit like Resident Evil and Cyberpunk and Pragmata all really, really well. I am shocked at how well Resident Evil 9 runs on it, both in handheld and docked mode. I streamed all of Resident Evil 9 on my Switch 2. So if you want to see how it works and see how it looks graphically, you can check out my stream for it. I played the entire way on my Switch 2, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's because of the NVIDIA screw-up. The Switch OS is actually pretty secure. I don't imagine so. Someone jailbroke a Switch 2 within an hour of release. Kind of. They couldn't get it to do anything with what they managed to break in. People are trying day and night and barely been able to crack everything on it. But yeah, no, like it runs Resident Evil 9 Requiem insanely well on it. I enjoyed the mess out of it, and it plays well in handheld mode. The only issue with it playing in handheld mode, it chugs battery. It chugs battery on intense games. Like, you're going to be playing for about 2 hours before you need a charger. There are also, though, physical upgrades to it. How's it going, Garden Deer? I hope you are well, my friend. But as far as playability on it, like, in handheld, it's going to be about 2 hours for a graphically intensive game. Like Cyberpunk, Resident Evil, or Pragmata, it's going to chug within about 2 hours. Now, physical upgrades that have come with this console versus the old one. For one, it uses the magnets for the Joy-Cons as opposed to the button switch that it used to have. I was worried about this, but it's incredibly durable. It works incredibly well. Like, I haven't had it fall apart. You have to be trying to pull it apart if you're not using the release latch on it. Screen's a lot bigger. I have trouble going back to the Switch 1 because I still have my Switch 1. Will occasionally pick it up because it's lighter. So occasionally, like if I'm going on a trip, I usually carry my Switch 1 instead of my Switch 2, just because that's an expensive thing for something to happen to it. And my Switch 1's a lot cheaper. So I'll carry it and like some cheaper games with me, and that's usually what I will do. But like, it's hard to go back to the Switch 1. It runs a lot slower than the Switch 2. It chugs battery just as fast for far less payoff on intensity of game, and there are a lot of issues with going back to the Switch 1 from the Switch 2. Because I said, for one, it's bigger. One of my biggest hangups about going back to the Switch 1 versus the Switch 2, the Switch 2 has, the charge port's on the bottom of it like it is on the Switch 1, but it also has a charge port on the top of it. So I can lay in bed and easily charge my system at the same time instead of having a wire sitting on my chest because I've got my screen next to my face. I can put it over the top of it. Works great. Love that. Like, it has a lot of, like, upgrades to it from its predecessor. As well as graphically, it is way more powerful than the original. And it runs a lot smoother. Any of the old games I used to play on my Switch 1, I have a lot of trouble going back and playing on the Switch 1 because they run so much smoother on the Switch 2. It's a night and day different. And this is coming from someone that when I first bought it, I was not impressed. I've had the thing for over a year now, and it took it about a year to start putting some really good games on it. So it took a year to impress me. I'm going to be real, before I put Resident Evil in it, I contemplated selling the thing, but I was going to hold out because I was going to see what they were going to do with it. Have you tried sharing games yet? Yes, I have. Now, sharing physical games, you just hand away a physical cartridge and boom, you're done. Like, that's it. It just works. It just works. It's just fine. It works like it always has. They put it in, they play it, boom, it's good. Even the key cards will do this. You just plug it in and it's done. And you're fine with that. Now, it does have a game sharing function where you can share games with friends and family. There are some caveats to this. For one, when you do like a digital game share and you send your game card over to them, they get access to the game and you lose access to the game. They get the game for 2 weeks. It'll sit on their system for 2 weeks. Whether they're active with it or not, it'll be there for 2 weeks. After that 2 weeks time is up, hey! What's up, Keto Gaming? Thank you for following. Wait, did I get rated? Did I miss a raid? But thank you for following. I greatly appreciate that. I know Garden Deer showed up. I didn't get like a raid notification. If I missed that, I'd be upset. I was concerned about the keycard situation, so I can hand sis a game keycard. and it should be good. Yes, I've tested this out because Pocopia and give me strength. I was wondering who played that. Pocopia and Bravely Default are both game key cards. I'm not a big fan of game key cards because I feel like I get kind of Bravely Default. Bravely Default's game key card. Bravely Default and Pocopia. Talking about Switch games here. Yes. Now, when it comes to those, they're game key cards, and I still am not a fan of game key cards because like I feel like I'm getting kind of ripped off because I'm getting a physical card that doesn't have the entire game on it. If for whatever reason the Switch 2 shop ever shuts down, which eventually will, like everything else, that game will become inert if you don't already have it pre-downloaded. So there are some hiccups to that. There are some massive glaring problems to that. But if you want to share a game, like with a game key card, say you hand it to somebody else, it'll allow them to download that game directly to their console and they can play it. You still need the game key card every time you turn on that game. Every time you turn on that game, you will need the game key card. So like if you hand it to her, like even though it's downloaded on your system, it's going to download it on their system too, but you still need the card as kind of like an activation key to be like, that's why they're called key cards. It works like an activation key saying, yes, I own this game, I can play it. It doesn't do online checks to see if you own that game. It looks for the card. So you can't both play it at the same time unless you both own that game. But if you get done playing a game and you want your sister to borrow the game key card, you can hand it to her and she can immediately play it. Works just like any other game in that regard. She'll have to download it, but she can still play it with no problem. As far as the digital share ability, because you can digitally share any game that you own, because they do digital carts as well. If like say I own both Resident Evil and Pragmata digitally because that was the only way I could get them at the time they came out. Couldn't find a physical copy to save my life, so I own those digitally. If you and me are standing side by side, if we're close by to each other, I can share with you the digital card, and it will yeet that game to your console, and you can download it, and you can play it, and it gives you access to that game for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks is up, it kills your licensing and gives it back to me. And you can kill that licensing at any point in time that you want to. If you're done with the game or whatever, you can send it back to the person who has it. But after 2 weeks' time, like I said, that person just like, you're not friends anymore, they run off with your digital game, you'll get it back in 2 weeks. So you're not going to be losing your stuff. I'm excluded to playing Switch. I ain't got nothing else. I get that. Like, Switch is not a bad console to have. You ever wondered why, even when everything in life's perfect, you still stuck looking at the bad? Because humans are preconditioned to notice bad things, and bad things sit more heavily on your mind for far longer. They leave stronger lasting impressions a lot of the time, sadly. You can also force recall if you were the owner. Yes. Now, you do have to be in the same family Nintendo Online membership plan for that. Yeah, you do have to make a family account to share your game cards. You do have to make a family account, and everyone has to be on the same account to share specifically your digital games. And to put that to put that the way that is, it's literally the digitals, ones you buy on the digital store. Game key cards, yet again, it doesn't matter if you know the person or what. Whoever has the game key card can play with the game key card. Doesn't matter who they are. As long as they have it in their hand and it goes into their console, they can play it as long as they have that cartridge. It still functions, for the most part, just like any other cartridge. It works just like any other cartridge normally would, except for it doesn't have the entirety of the game on it. So you can just hand that off back and forth and be fine. And you'll be good. But yeah, no, yeah, so you can do that and be completely fine, completely okay. Also, since we have Garden Deer in here, and Garden Deer's a swanky individual that I've been lurking in their chat for occasionally recently, can we do something? Can we get a shout out for Garden Deer? I don't know if they're still in chat or not, but I think you guys would enjoy them. Go show them some love. Go do the thing. miss MT heading out? So sorry about people homebrewing consoles. I understand piracy. Did I miss something? It did not show me MT leaving. Oh, hello from the YouTube side of things. The Switch has ads. I mean, YouTube has ads as well, but the ads are far less frequent on YouTube because I have control over that. Cool, I may grab one this weekend. And something else I will say, usually I don't buy used with consoles, but I do know that a used Switch 2, if you can find one, which is very rare, but if you can find one, they're like even cheaper. Like you can find one like at a GameStop or something, which I'm not a fan of GameStop, and I'm not a fan of buying used consoles. I buy used games all day long, but I don't like buying used consoles. I will say pricing on it's relatively good. I know that my brother got a Switch 2 that was very lightly used at a GameStop the other day for like $390. But I think he had a coupon because I know it's like about $400 for that console. I don't think we have a particular command set up. It's the standard Switch one instead. There we go. Thank you very much. Honestly, my day's been pretty good. I got a really swanky deck box today for Pokemon. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It looks like a Rotom. This has made my day pretty much. I saw a weird guy walking around Walmart with a monkey, which really tripped me out. Wait, your brother has a Switch 2 now? He's had it for like a few days. Like he's very new to the console. Like very new to the console. He just got it. The only reason why I know he had it is because I was at the house today and saw it. We'll talk to him a bit about it. Let's put it this way. I went from regretting my purchase of my Switch 2 to now contemplating getting a Switch 2 for my wife, so we will both have one, so I don't have to worry about her on mine. I don't have to actually worry about her on mine, but like whenever she wants to play on mine, I'm wanting to play on it too. So this way, I'm contemplating getting one for her, so I don't have to share. Gotcha. Now I can quit spamming him with deals. I personally play Magic the Gathering, not Pokemon card game. I play both. I play more Pokemon because if you're playing Pokemon, I gotta say this. If you're playing Pokemon, not collecting Pokemon, if you're not going for like super shiny, fancy cards in Pokemon, if you're just getting like the base rarity of any card, Pokemon is probably the most affordable card game out there. Like one of the top, the top two decks in the meta right now, which are Dragapult and the Hide and Sneak deck. Both those decks can be built for under $35. And you have a full competitive deck ready to go. I do also play Magic. I specifically play Commander. I play Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Star Wars Unlimited, Lorcana. Those are the ones that I currently play. I don't play as much Lorcana anymore, and I play Star Wars and Yu-Gi-Oh! Very, very casually. The only game I play like hyper competitive is Pokemon. Though be it, I do like playing Magic, but I play Magic because most of my family members play Magic. My sister, her kids and her husband are super into Commander, so they all build all sorts of different stuff, and I fight everybody with Ninja Turtles because I'm fine. Just made a Magic Gathering deck the other day, actually. 6 cards. So you made a standard. You made a deck for standard. Which is fine. I used to like playing a standard, but I like Commander because Commander's just far more casual. So that's the entire reason why I play in that format. I like the casualness of it. And I like the fact that I can sit down at a table with like everybody and play at the same time instead of one wanting without you. So that's the reason why I play it that way. But like, I used to play a lot of Magic back in the day because all my friends played it. But I've played over 40 something different trading card games. Complete villain deck with the new set. With villain deck with the new Marvel set or the Academy set. Because I know some people don't like Universes Beyond, so I always gotta ask. Because like I like the new Marvel set. I haven't bought anything in it, but I've got a friend of mine let me borrow one of their decks, and I liked playing with it. I want to build Doom. Card games I can talk about all day, man. We get into some stuff about card games. I love me some card games. Superhero set. Gotcha. Which villain are you mostly? Who are you mostly focusing? Who's basically your boss monster of the deck? I know, like, not like your commander of the deck. You're not playing commander, but like everybody has like, this is my win condition. What's your win con card? I spent so much on it. I get that. So that's why I play Pokemon. I can build a deck for under $40 and be fine. In the case of my favorite deck right now, which is the hide and sneak deck, I can build it for $25. Mono black villain. Ah, okay. Crossbones bear. Ah, okay. Now I get it. Now I understand. Now I get you. But yeah, no, like, I used to play Magic, like, all the time. I played the Standard specifically all the time. But I got bored with it because my friend group would get mad at me because I used to be really good at it. I would go into competitive, like, I'd go into, like, actual tournament stuff. I would hold my own pretty much very well. But I didn't at the time, because this is like back like 2014, that I used to like religiously play it. I didn't like the player base. The player base was always very salty. Very instance, it's mono black mainly. Completely understand it. But yeah, no. So I wound up getting out of it for a long time, and I didn't wind up coming back to Magic until Fallout came to Magic. Because my sister and her family was playing, they wanted me to join them and help them learn more stuff. So I was like, well, screw it, we'll get Fallout. I got a Mothman deck, and I started playing and discovered a love for Commander, like a hardcore love for Commander. There's a set that's going to wind up taking a lot of my money because we've got like a new like Miku like themed deck coming out. Sometime in the future, and I know I'm going to own it. I'm going to play it. Crossbones to see stacks with Doom Reign Supreme. I have to look up Crossbones because I don't remember. I know the card, but I don't remember everything it does because my Magic knowledge is not the biggest. I know Kyle here plays more Magic than I do. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, that tracks. That tracks. Quick over here, chat's quicker here. Yeah, there's a slight delay with YouTube, and there's less delay with Twitch. It's like, there's less ads on YouTube, but because it runs on higher video quality, because like you can stream up to 4K, which I don't, but you can stream up to 4K and this, that, and the other, everything lags with YouTube when it comes to like chat. Like there's a minimum a 6-second delay, and it can be up to a 12-second delay on YouTube versus Twitch. It almost feels like it's instantaneous. I personally like YouTube a little bit better, but I definitely get why viewers would prefer Twitch's speed over the other, because you get like almost instantaneous conversation. till the day he immediately wins the deck. I get that. This sounds like me when I got I pulled Dark Leo and Shredder, and as soon as I pulled that card, that went into my Turtles deck like immediately because it is silly. Like, he is ridiculous, and having Sneak on top of everything, Lord help me. I have a vague idea on what he does. Like, I haven't got to play a ton of the new set, but I have a vague idea what he does. Cause he's got that weird new keyword, with or he's got a keyword I'm not used to, because he's got, I think it's like conniving. You cannot, yeah, connive. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with all the Marvel stuff yet. I know what Doom does. You discard a card that's not Atlantis +1/+1. Ah, okay. Oh, that gets rough. That gets rough really fast. That would make him a fun commander to play. If I remember correctly, his other ability works with having cards in the graveyard. Because if I remember correctly, isn't it like if he gets to exile cards up to a certain, it's exile cards up to like a certain cost. I can't remember what the cost is. But it has to be specifically black mana for it. I remember that. And then he he gets like, I think isn't he a copier? Doesn't he have like copy ability? You have cards with 15 black mana, and you can play 3 for free, any number of cards. Yeah, so like, does he copy like 3 of them? Now, I would assume you'd have to be careful with that though, because you don't want to copy multiple of the same card, because, or well, you'd have to be careful if you copied multiple of the same cards. You gotta make sure they're not legendaries when you do that. Because like, doesn't he like summon like copies or copy tokens of them? But yeah, no, like, I remember like people being very excited for him, but I haven't gotten to face him yet, so I don't know everything he does. But I think he like copies cards, and he winds up playing out like, from what you're saying, from what you were saying up there, I think like out of the exile cards, you like copy 3 of them and play them. You copy the exile cards, and you can play 3 of the copies. Yeah. You just gotta be careful when copying creatures. Just make sure you don't throw duplicates of a legendary creature, because it would automatically blow up one. But no, that's pretty ridiculous, especially considering like you play a spell, discard a card. Baron Strucker, I have no idea on. I don't know the card. Jesus Christ, it's already 1 o'clock. I had planned to be off a lot earlier than this, and I got into rambling. Makes villains cost 1 colorless less. Ooh, that's useful. Hell, I can use that in turns, because I run Shredder. I run a lot of cards around Shredder. But we are going to be ending in just a little bit. Just go ahead and give everybody a heads up, because I did say we're going to be ending a little bit sooner than we normally do. I know we usually go later than this, but like chat and chills are usually supposed to be a little bit shorter, because I've got some stuff I got to do. Where villain enters, you can have them connive once per turn. Ooh, and that sets up Zemo real fast. That's ridiculous. You got to reminiscing about cons, how cons used to be, and how these dang whippersnappers don't understand. Back in my day, everybody used to hang out at cons and do weird shit. Doom I'm familiar with. I know what Doom does. So yeah, no, with all of that, that becomes a nightmare. But yeah, no, I was supposed to end a lot earlier tonight. Then I'm going later than I planned. Which is just 1 damage again. Like, yep. Combine that with Zemo, that becomes ridiculous. And combine it with Strider, that becomes even more ridiculous. But yeah, no, so we've got the updates, which are mainly going to be, I'm going to be active in the Discord, and members and subscribers can join in on those moments, put in input, ask questions, do this, that, the other, or just like have a quick spot to chill. So we're going to be doing that. Tomorrow is going to be multiplayer. I haven't decided if it's going to be Splatoon or Dead by Daylight yet. I was leaning a little more towards Splatoon just because I was enjoying playing Splatoon with everybody. But we will see. I might run a poll and see what everybody wants to play. 5 playing counters, you get to exile the top 5 cards in your place. Yep. But we're gonna have to see how that's gonna go for tomorrow. And we'll go from there. I had something else I was gonna say. I can't remember what I was gonna say now. I was gonna say something to Keto here. If you like Magic, a game I would tell you to look into, just as an interesting thought, check out Star Wars Unlimited. Why not Rivals with the big new update? My only issue with playing Rivals on multiplayer day, I like Rivals. I do. I enjoy Rivals. Even if I'm not good at it, I enjoy Rivals. My only issue with Rivals is I don't get as many people that want to play with Rivals. I play a little Star Wars. I really like Star Wars Unlimited. I've been enjoying the Twin Suns format, which is essentially their version of Commander. I actually like it a lot better than normal standard Commander. You know, I'll join or whatever, though. Indeed. It's just, I pride myself on, like, when we do multiplayer, having a decent amount of peeps be able to join. With Fortnite, we've got a lot of people that can join, but we want to have some restrictions for Fortnite. And then with Splatoon, I can have up to eight peeps in a match at a time, so I can have 7 viewers join at a time, do rotation. Dead by Daylight, we have the same restrictions we have with Fortnite, but peeps seem to really enjoy watching Dead by Daylight at least, and I can do the rotation if it's needed. Rivals is the only reason why I don't do Rivals is, for one, I can't have as many peeps in it, and because with emoji box. Okay, I can do that. With Rivals, my only issue with it is the fact that, like, just not a lot of people know a lot about Rivals, and a lot of people just like it. Seems like a lot of people around here just don't have as much interest in it. Because I tried to make that a thing here for a long time. I really liked Rivals. I just know not as many people play it. Use all opponents' creatures -1/-1. And see, I remember like when they revealed MODOK, a lot of people were screaming about MODOK. I just hate MODOK. I don't hate the card. I just hate the character. I've hated MODOK for so long. I don't even know if Cap plus Jeff would work well anymore. It was fun when it did, though. Well, I mean, I played many tank characters. I still play a lot of tank characters in general in Rivals. Because like I play for what I've tested and done all right with the tank version of Deadpool. I went to play more Rogue than probably any other character for a hot minute. I still play a lot of Rogue. Let's see. I can still play Strange. Which goes off as +2/+1. Use 6 Strange for tanks, although I've been playing competitive and not caring about my rank, so I've been playing Groot and Emma too. I liked Groot when he first came out. Still can't play Rivals on my laptop. And see, that's just it. Like, Rivals, like, I know why a lot of people don't play Rivals, even when we have a lot of PC peeps here. For one, Rivals takes a lot to run efficiently. It also takes a shit ton of hard drive space. Like, it takes, like, it's like, I checked it the other day, it's like 143 gigs, which is a ton of space. Like, Jesus Christ. See, I liked Groot a lot when he came, or when the game first came out. I played a lot of Groot for a while. I was like 100 gigs, although you can remove HD high textures, remove like 30, I think. It like on my computer, because I checked it like today, it's like 143. Because I was sitting there, because I was having to remove games from my library today. I was having to uninstall games because my computer was really slow because I had too much shit on it. And like that one takes up a massive chunk. It and Monster Hunter are probably my biggest games on PC. They take up the most amount of space. Oh, couldn't find anything in the store on Steam at this time. Maybe another time. I get that. Got a lot of good wins and setups like Crossbones and 2 Doom Reign Supreme. Bought the binary Groot skin and played him a little, then never played him much, although he can be fun. So I was playing him a lot because I liked the Christmas tree skin, because like it came out like close to Christmas time, and I really love the Christmas tree skin, so I played a lot of Groot, but I played more Rocket than Groot. I liked Rocket better. For me, he was just more fun. Just got Jeff Devil Dino skin. I was playing Dino at launch and he was good. I think he's still good, but I saw he got nerfed because I played a lot of them at launch and was having fun testing him out. But he got nerfed hard. He's still fun to play though, and I play him just because he's a freaking dinosaur. You should go ahead and get some sleep, man. We're about to end anyway. I was supposed to have already ended, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night. But no, I love Devil Dino. He's like, he's so silly. I have my first ever monster today, so that's what I was keeping you up. Your new character gets nerfed. They're all released with the same power levels. I hate that about rivals. Yeah, I've been noticing that. Like when they released Scott, like, Lord, he was nuts. Is only good with the Hood team up, so she's not that OP. I want to check out Jubilee because I loved her in the old TV series years and years ago. But no, we're going to go ahead and call it for the night. I got to call it for the night because if I don't, I'm going to just keep talking and I'm not going to get any stuff I need to do. Teach Jubilee. I need to, like, at least, like, actually test her out and just kind of get an idea for her first. I also want to look into Hood as well. But yeah, okay, so we're going to go ahead and call it for night. I'll be live again tomorrow. We will be doing multiplayer tomorrow. We'll play with everybody. Oh, the Hood isn't out yet. Well, I still need to play him when he comes out. I started to, like, the Hood was a character I didn't know a ton about. I actually had to go and, like, do research on the Hood. I was like, wait a minute. It's rare when we find a Marvel character that I don't know. And this is the first one to show up in the game that I wasn't familiar with. Alanna! Oh, before I go, did you see? See? I got a new deck box for my birthday. It's Rotom! He holds everything! Well, I knew him from the game Marvel Snap. See, I never saw him in Marvel Snap. I used to play Marvel Snap, but I haven't played that in like a year. Look, it's so neat. Yeah, this was my gift from Shaman. Does he also hold souls? Nah. Souls take up too much space. That's my job. I'm the ginger, remember? Gotta turn him into freckles. Dice sure so cute, right? You use that dice for calculating your damage. But no. Okay, so I gotta head out. We'll be live again tomorrow, doing multiplayer. Oh, I'm being attacked with muffins. Why? Rude. Alright, peeps, we're going to go ahead and call it here for the night. We'll be live tomorrow, multiplayer, most likely Splatoon. We'll have some fun. We'll do some wacky smacks and do silly things. What's that do? It threw muffins at me. It's like a shotgun blast of muffins. It's I have stream loots cards. If you have the card and you play it, it affects stream. Okay, so we'll do one more before we go. If someone has one of the candy cards, if you can play a candy card so you can see a card publisher. Like that. If someone has a candy card of any kind, play one of those so they can actually see the card pop up on the screen. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's the big candy. Why? Ugh. Lord help me. See, I have an obsession with trading cards, so I turn them into cards that people can play. How to do it if possible. Okay, so the Streamloots cards are a paid-for item that people can purchase. And if they purchase the cards, they allow for things to interact on stream. It's through the Streamloots. Hey, Beats! You get back that candy ball right now! I'm trying to end stream! Get back here, you cat! Back! Stirred. Ow. Now, I will say, if Lord help me get some hearts in the chat for Fuzzy. You didn't have to do that. We're ending stream. But I greatly appreciate it. Some hearts in the chat for Fuzzy. Lord help me. Okay. You said you don't have any money? That's also fine. We do events where we give away packs for free quite often. For one, there are cards in this set that I've made that allow for free card giveaways. So, occasionally people play those cards, and when they do, we release a code into chat, and peeps get free cards. So you can get them that way. I also occasionally, for special events, also give cards away. So, like, I'm not like just like, oh, please, everyone must give me money to always do this, so on and so forth. But it is a way for people to financially help me out. See, there we go. I guess we'll do that before I go. If a moderator could please get some let's get since I'm going through explaining what all this does, we'll do some special instead of mini packs. Let's do full packs. Let's do the 3-card packs and do 10 full 3-card packs. Release that in chat, because that's what that card he just played that allows for free cards. Why think? Because I just got So I have a moderator release that code. I'd greatly appreciate it. We'll go from there. Well, that's been his gift forever. He's like... That's why I had to move where the cards appear, so they're not always over my head, so I don't have... Omni-Man twerking on my head. Wait. The code hasn't been released yet. Give it a second. The code release in chat, you click the link, and it'll take you to everything you need to do. I gotta have a moderator release the packs. There's like 6 different things, but if for some reason don't play audio for all of them, so it's not as funny. Let's see. One sec. Okay, so the mods I have that privilege would be Kami and Shamer. Either you still active in chat can do thing, or do I need to make a thing? So I can make a thing, I just need to know if I need to, or if I'm going to make one that everybody else has already made. Let's see. I'm assuming that Kami may have gone to sleep because I don't hear from Kami. Let's do that. Okay, I've got it. One sec. Here it goes. It's going to post in both places. Welcome, Adam. And there we go. It should have posted a link in both chats. So I'm going to count now since you can't link accounts. Lagging Wi-Fi sucks. I understand that. But there you go. So click that link if you want to get one of the packs to be able to play the cards like everybody else does. It should give you access to, if you click the pack, it should give you access to 3 cards in the pack. Usually it only gives out 1, but I made an exception for the thing and did the thing with it today. So go grab thing. Have a good night, emoji box. Okay, but I am going to tell you, hold on to your cards till next stream, because I am in the process of ending. We are ending for the night, but we had a lot of stuff come through, so I had to go ahead and handle it. But I do got to end for the night. I mean, you can go ahead and open the pack so you can see what the cards are. I've released the packs into the thing. There's the links right there, both on YouTube and Twitch. There may be some new cards next stream. I'm working on new cards right now, but they're releasing as I get them fixed. Bruh. 2 rares have come. See, there you go. Now, hold on to them to the next stream. Because, like, I stream 5 nights a week. But I'm ending right now, so... but I'm ending for the night, so, like, you won't have time for them to go off properly. So hold on to them until next stream. For Pokedex and beams. Is this VTuber Euro C? This VTuber is made by somebody else. It is based off of it, like this model itself is not based off anything I made, but I have a original character that is based on a pumpkin that I'm designing. But this one that I'm using right now is not my design. Oh, Beans the cat. That's based on my cat. Yeah, definitely say that for next stream because that'll be fun. Okay. Yeah, no. So I have a pumpkin-based character, but I did not design this specific one. This is kind of a placeholder until I'm finished with my model. And awesome. Well, welcome. You came in right at the tail end of stream, but I greatly appreciate you showing up. But I've got to go ahead and end for the night. This has been Patch Hallows. Remember to keep your spirits high and your lanterns lit. Tomorrow we'll return for another bit. Remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, pleasant nightmares, everyone. Have a wonderful